Hi everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. Today we'll be making our third and final installment of the Pansies on Parade. And we'll be making these pansies. It's our same pansy petals as what we have before, only we're going to use a wetting technique. Whenever I say it, it sounds like wedding, like a wedding bells. Wetting. I'll get my T's going here. But look how cute that is. It really gets a nice 3D look. So let's get started making this type of a pansy petal. I've gone ahead and made in advance our two petal pieces, one using the extra large flower punch and one with the butterfly punch. And I've got other videos that show how to do each of those techniques in detail. And then the wetting technique, there, I'll get my T's going just the way they should. What you'll need is a couple of napkins to put underneath of your work surface. And I have a spray bottle that just has standard tap water in it, nothing extra or fancy with it. And take your spray bottle, or you could run it underneath the faucet too, and dampen your stamped images. And then we'll use our crinkle technique, where you just kind of wad up your damp cardstock and unfold it. Now in our case, of course, we've already got the ink on it, and so there is going to be a little bleeding, but that's kind of the coolness of it. It really gives it a kind of a watercolory type of effect. And then while your images are still damp, find something that's got a round barrel on it, a pencil or a pen, or even this piercing tool. And what we want to do is curl the edges inward. And what this will do is really give it that petal look. You know how flower petals curl inward? Or in different directions, or I guess you could curl it outwards too, depending on the look that you wanted. The Barely Banana cardstock's a little thicker than the Whisper White, and so I might have needed a little extra water on that. But again, just kind of, or you could even shape this, shape your petals. So go ahead and let that thoroughly dry, and what you'll get are images or shapes that look like this. And so when and then you use this on the cards just like you would anything else or on your projects. On the previous pansy that we made with the butterfly punch, you really needed that third image punched out in order to get the pansy look. At least I did, to get the look that I liked. And once these petals dried with the butterfly punch, I decided I really liked the pansy with just two images. I think it had to do with the curling of it that really took up the mass, and so, I just stopped it there. So that's the third way of using our pansy petals. And just to kind of remind you what the other ones look like, this is the flower punch, and then again, that's the butterfly punch. And so before we wrap up, I just want to show you guys another trick that I do with covering up my mistakes. When I was creating this little card here, I got a little bit of my my white gel pen marker on the rich raspberry there, and I'm like, oh rats, I just ruined my card. And then I keep all of these little scrap pieces of ribbon and thinking that they might come in handy. And this guy's going to come in handy right there. So I just go ahead and put snail right on my ribbon. And now I'm going to cover up my mistake. And get my scissors, and I'll trim that ribbon from the back side. I'm sure all of you guys have this trick down too. You don't have to measure the ribbon exactly ahead of time. You can always, come back and trim it off later. Okay, so there, I've covered up my mistake. Well, I hope you guys have really enjoyed trying out these pansies on your own. Try the wetting technique and crumple them up, get a different effect. And I hope that you really enjoyed making them. I've had so much fun with it. And I'll see you soon. Happy crafting, everybody. Bye-bye.